What's up, YouTube? It's Sydney Island here. That's Island with the Y, not an S. And as you can tell by the title, today we're talking about Mars and Capricorn. And I really wish these police sirens would go ahead and just move on by because it's really a distraction. I'll wait. Mars and Capricorn, this is going to be a really exciting video to make because Mars and Capricorn people are some powerful people. There is no doubt about it, okay? And if you have a hard time getting in touch with your Mars and Capricorn power, I'll help you to get in touch with it, sweetheart. No worries. Okay, so before I get into it, I would like to let you all know that I do private birth chart readings. If you're interested in figuring out your Mars, your Venus, your rising, and on how they all work together, hit me up. My contact information will be in the description box below. Email me at s.island55@yahoo.com. Also, in the corner, there will be, in one of these corners somewhere, there will be an eye that stretches out and says Planet Mars in Astrology Explained. So if you want deeper detail about Planet Mars, click that right there. So Planet Mars is all about your sex drive. It's all about your energy. It's all about your willpower. How do you get things started? Do you have the energy to get things started? Do you have the energy to see things through? Planet Mars is all about action. Mars and Capricorn, y'all are mad passionate about y'all money. Y'all mad passionate about y'all business. Y'all mad passionate about y'all career to a point where y'all like soldiers. Okay, y'all take it so seriously that it's literally like you have to be extremely disciplined. Mars and Capricorn people are extremely disciplined. They literally treat themselves like they're in the military. Even if they're like the leader of a bakery, they treat themselves as if they are the leader of a military or that they are a participant in the military. Things are very serious to a Mars and Capricorn, especially when it comes to their reputation, when it comes to status, power, money, all of that. Mars and Capricorn people are very strong-willed, okay? They have a lot of willpower. Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, but is exalted in Capricorn. Meaning that it works out here, like it works out, but it's like it can sometimes be, it works out sometimes too good, you know, to a point where it's like you kind of overdo it and you like can burn yourself out, you know, because Capricorn energy is like the most hardworking energy in all of the 12 signs and all the zodiac. They work themselves so hard that if they fail, they may hurt themselves. Mars and Capricorn people, they can be very intimidating to people just because they kind of have this very, you know, like stoic kind of look to them. They look very strong and very sturdy. These people have a lot of internal fire, right? On the outside, they appear calm, but they kind of give off a vibe like they have a lot going on inside of them. Like they're always calculating their next move, because they are. Much like a Mars and Scorpio, they're always calculating their next move. But they won't be as sneaky and manipulative as a Mars and Scorpio. They'll just do what they need to do in a straight up realistic way, right? They won't manipulate. They won't do all this extra like spiritual stuff. They'll just do what they need to do to succeed in the material world. Their tactics are very realistic and very practical. And that's not to say that Mars and Capricorn can't be spiritual, because of course every single sign has a spirituality to it. In my eyes, astrology is just a very spiritual study, so there's spirituality behind every sign. But Mars and Capricorn is the sign of materialism. People who have a Mars and Capricorn will keep going even when everybody else is tired and they threw their hands up and said, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. Mars and Capricorn is like, alright, deuces. They're not going to be like, yo, come back, I need your help. Skirt. No. Mars and Capricorn does not need your damn help. Mars and Capricorn can do bad all by themselves, okay? They don't need your help. They have enough willpower. They have enough confidence to do what it is that they set their minds to do. I have a Venus in my house of Capricorn. So when I was researching Mars and Capricorn, a lot of it did resonate with me, even though I have a Mars in Aries. Me having my Venus in the house of Capricorn, I relate in the sense that Venus is all about what you love, right? It's all about where you find pleasure and all of that. So for me, I love my career because Capricorn is all about your reputation and your career. I'm in love with the thought of building up my career, just like a Mars and Capricorn. For them, it may not necessarily be a thing of love because this is Mars, not Venus. It's more like a thing of it just has to be done. It's more like a thing of, I need to do this to feel fulfilled. It's more like a thing of, this is how I build my self-esteem. If you have Capricorn in a lot of placements, your self-esteem is tied to your career. Your self-esteem is tied to your reputation. It's tied to your efforts, right? You feel that you need to put your whole soul into everything that you freaking do when it comes to power, money, and status. You are unstoppable, literally. And if you have, is that a black butterfly? Oh my gosh, that's such a beautiful butterfly. It's like dark blue and purple, but anyways, I get distracted. You have a strong desire to build something that will last, much like a Venus in Capricorn. Okay, you are a builder. That's just what you are. You were made to build. You have what it takes to build. You know how to build your own business. You know how to build yourself up. If you are the type of person who have had low self-esteem, you'll get to a point later on in your life where you said, okay, I have wallowed in the dirt. I have felt pity for myself. Now it's time to build myself back up again. Mars and Capricorn people know how to build themselves up. They know how to build up their career. They know how to build up their finances. They are natural builders. They are born to build. These people may not come off as like the most aggressive, or like their aggression is internal. Let's put it that way. You know, like Mars and Aries, you outright can see that they have a lot of energy and that they have a lot of confidence. But a Mars and Capricorn, their energy and their confidence and their drive is more hidden. It's more like discreet. You can kind of sense that it's there. Like, you know that a Mars and Capricorn, they know what they're doing. And you know that you're not going to mess with them. Like, you know you can't push the buttons of a Mars and Capricorn. Because you know they're going to retaliate. Because these people are fearless. Like, they will stand up for themselves no matter what you think. They don't care what you think. I see a similarity in Mars and Aries and Mars and Capricorn. Although they are very different, I see a similarity just in the sense that these people both are sometimes too concerned about being number one, to a point where it can destroy their self-esteem if they don't get to where they want to be, or if they don't, to be honest, a lot of times they are where they need to be. Like, a lot of times they are super successful, but it's just them being so hard on themselves that they feel like that they're not where they need to be when they really are. They just have this thing where it's like, I can't be satisfied until I'm at the very, 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 very top. And other people may be looking at them and they're like, Mars and Capricorn, you have everything. You have a nice house, you have a car, you have money, you have everything. Why are you still not satisfied? And the Mars and Capricorn is like, you just don't know. You just don't know. Everything is not what it looks like. Okay? Success is internal. They're very strategic when it comes to their career. They will strategize and plan and plan and plan. They're not like a Mars and Aries or Mars and Sag, where they will impulsively just say, you know what, I want to do it, let's do it. No. A Mars and Capricorn will plan and plan and plan. You just have a vision. You have a vision, and not only do you have the vision, you have the ambition to see it through. There are some placements that have this big, great vision, but they kind of lack the discipline to bring that vision into fruition. But in Mars and Capricorn, they have it all. They have the vision, they have the ambition, they have the confidence, and they will see it through. These people, it's hard for these people to not be successful. And if you're Mars and Capricorn and you just feel like that you just don't know how to be successful, I would say it's time for you to start researching on your placement, honey, to discover what's going on inside of you. Because you probably are believing in a lie. You're probably believing that you can't because somebody told you that you couldn't, or your parents discouraged you growing up, or whatever it may be. But that's what they said. But what do you say about you? Mars and Capricorn, you are naturally independent. And at the end of the day, it really only matters what you say about you. So, let's talk about sex. Okay, that was like really weird. Let's talk about sex, okay? Let's talk about sex. So, since Mars is a sexual planet, Mars rules your sex drive, right? So if you have a Mars in Capricorn, you do have a very, very strong sexual appetite. Because you're very physical. Like, you're very, very physical. Capricorn is a very physical sign. Mars is also a very physical planet. You're very physical. You like sex. You like sex a lot. You can be very dominant in the bedroom. You're very dominant when it comes to sex. You take charge, no matter what society's norms are. You're very dominant in the bedroom. But you may also like to switch it up and be submissive, because you're so used to being dominant in your workforce and in your everyday life. You're so used to always just being the provider and the dominant person that you may want to switch it up and be like, okay, I want to be submissive for once because I'm always dominant. When it comes to, relationships and sex, you're not the most affectionate and like the most mushy gushy and romantic. You're more straightforward. And when it comes to finding a partner, you can be very like somewhat cold and calculating. When it comes to just deciding who's the best fit for you. You feel like there's a lot of people who aren't. You feel like most people aren't a best fit for you because you have such high standards when it comes to who you surround yourself with. You have high standards when it comes to friendships, business partnerships. You have high standards when it comes to who you want to work with. So of course you have high standards when it comes to who you want to lay down next to at night. Okay, so you're only really attracted to people who are confident and powerful and driven like you. People who dress well and are very sophisticated like you. It's a huge turnoff for someone to be the type to play the victim. That's like a huge turnoff to you. You prefer a person who owns their power because you own your power. But although you may have a high sex drive, you also have this discipline to be able to go without it for a long period of time. I have a Venus in my house of Capricorn, and I definitely can go a long period of time without sex because I feel that sex is so important that you cannot just have it with anybody. So you better just wait. That's how I feel having a Venus in my Capricorn house. So Mars and Capricorn, very similar. This placement definitely is prone to being a severe workaholic to a point where you don't really realize how much you're hurting yourself or how much joy you're missing out on because you always have your head at like down into your work, that you don't really realize that you can actually pause for a minute and have a good time. Like, especially if you have a Capricorn in your house of fun. I actually do have this shit. I have a Capricorn in my 5th house, which is house of Leo. Fuck. I just had a revelation. I know how to have fun, but at the same time, I will deprive myself of mingling with people and having fun and, being social because I'm keeping to myself to manifest a certain goal. And that is very Capricorn. You will keep to yourself and be alone when you have something that you want to manifest and when you have something that you want to bring into fruition, because you feel like people can be a distraction. And you feel that a lot of people are troublemakers. And a lot of people are, dead weight. Like, you see most people as dead weight. You don't really respect a lot of people. You have people that you like. You have some acquaintances. But there's only a select few people that you have this high regard for. Because respect is something that has to be earned. Respect is something that has to be worked for in your eyes. Mars and Capricorn people, you kind of have control issues sometimes. Okay? Try to, like, relax a little bit. With any, this goes for any intense Capricorn placement. You sometimes have issues relaxing because you're just so on the go all the time. Like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, to a point where it's like you don't relax, you don't have fun. Because to you, work is fun. Work is play. Although you can be very traditional in your approach to some things, you still are very much your own individual. You do follow some of the traditional values and some things that have been built by your ancestors, but you still are your own person and you're still genuine and you still like to have your own approach to things and you still bring your own uniqueness to things. Although you do have a tendency to want to follow what has already been built, you do have your own sense of individuality that cannot be denied. Okay, Mars and Capricorn people, I'm going to finish off with this. Y'all are powerful, like I said in the beginning of this video. Y'all are mad driven, and there's nothing that y'all can't do. And if y'all believe that y'all just can't do what you want to do in life, you gotta ask yourself, why do you feel that way? It probably has something to do with somebody else told you along the way. Did somebody bully you into thinking that? Did you go through something dark in your life that made you kind of lose faith in yourself? Because if so, Mars and Capricorn, you have the power to build yourself back up. So do it. Just do it. You of all people have the power to do it. Okay? So, wow. I said a lot. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and contact me for those birth chart readings. Go ahead and watch that Planet Mars video, okay? Bye-bye.